Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back into the Bears Den. I'm your host, Alex, and today I'm going to be breaking down my thoughts on the Bears' 13 to 19 loss against the Houston Texans. Video's coming out a little bit later today. I wanted to kind of let the day kind of evolve, see some things come out, some stats, the passing chart, so on and so forth, and I decided that I didn't want to record this right after the game last night because I take the losses pretty strongly. I'm very passionate about this sport and this team, and so I don't want to come out here and speak when I'm, still emotional about the loss. I want to give it some time so I can process things and then, come on here and actually speak logically about the game. And look, the Bears went toe to toe with what many people think to be a top five team in the league, definitely an AFC contender. And there's definitely some positives that I saw that we could definitely take away from the game. And there's a lot of negatives. And look, you know, a month ago, I picked every game in the season. And if you were to ask, Bears fans a month ago, where would we be at 2 weeks? I would say probably at least 95% of the franchise would say that we would be at 1-1, and that's where we are, right? Of course, I last week picked the Bears to win this game, and with a minute and a half left, the Bears had the chance to go and win it. And, unfortunately, we're unable to come down with the win. But, you know, I guess we'll start with the positives first, right? This is a championship level defense. That's evident. Um, they gave up 3 points in the second half, right? And this is kind of what we've seen from the Bears really since the addition of Montez Sweat last offseason. What they'll do is they will kind of feel out their opponent in the first half. They'll maybe have one drive, maybe two, where they'll give up, a long drive. They'll give up a touchdown. They give up some points. And then after that, they really lock in and make these offenses struggle. And we saw it last night. The defense was making Stroud uncomfortable. They were getting after him. They sacked him. And, you know, that's encouraging, right? Because this is against a good team. This is against a playoff team. And, being able to hold them to just 3 points in the second half, holding them to 19 points total, that's winning defense. That's championship level defense. You can win with that in this league. And that's very encouraging. We're seeing Javon Dexter kind of really come into his own in his second year. Montez Sweat, obviously fantastic. These linebackers are elite, and the secondary is elite as well. That Nico Collins had a really big game, 135 yards, touchdown. I thought that the secondary was going to clamp their receivers down a little bit better. I think Tyreek Stevenson probably could have had a better game, but you know, giving up 19 points against what many people, like many media analysts, have Houston going to the Super Bowl, and some have them winning the Super Bowl. 19 points, we'll take that any single day of the week. You know, Eberflus was brought in to be a defensive coach, and we're seeing that, right? We have a championship level defense. That's a positive thing. And as always, defense is always ahead of the offense at the start of the season. That's just the way things go. And we're only in week two, right? We just completed week two basically after Philly, Atlanta tonight. But there's some problems with the offensive line that I think need to get fixed very fast, or we're risking hindering Caleb Williams' development. The Bears cannot be giving up 7 sacks. The Bears cannot be giving up 36 pressures on 37 dropbacks. The Bears cannot be scoring 13 points. Look, if you want to win it all, if you want to contend for a ring, contend for the NFC, you have to go through these good teams. And yes, we have a rookie quarterback. And yes, this was his first away game and his first primetime game. This offensive line is extremely concerning through 2 weeks. Extremely concerning. They can't pick up a stunt. We have plays, there's film out there where there is poor effort. There was a set given up where Caleb got flattened. I want to say it was by Danielle Hunter, where Darnell Wright got completely smoked. There's plays where Nate Davis is looking like he has no drive to be on the field, looking like he doesn't want to be out there, not hitting guys that are right in front of his face, killing plays. We can't pick up a stunt. And our rookie quarterback, who looked much improved last night on the road against a top 10 team, is running for his life, getting blasted, getting hit over and over and over again. And as soon as Houston realized that they were getting cooked when they weren't blitzing, and that they could basically get to Caleb whenever they wanted when they did blitz, they blitzed. They sent heat. And Shane Waldron and offensive line coach Chris Morgan showed zero ability to adjust. No pocket movement, no play action, no boots, no nothing. We're going to just keep dropping back our rookie quarterback in his second ever game when we know that our offensive line can't block. I'm starting to get concerned with Shane Waldron, with the lack of adjustments, because we've seen it 2 weeks in a row now. Zero changes in the play calling. And we saw it how many times last night against Houston? In the shotgun, DeAndre Swift to the right. Let's run inside zone to the left. Oh, it gets stuffed for a loss. They did that probably 4 or 5 times, maybe even more. And they kept doing it. And I'm tweeting during the game, please change the way you're running the ball. Please adjust. Run from under center. Run in the eye so you have a lead blocker. Run some toss plays. You have to change how you're running the ball, because just having the excuse of, oh, we can't run the ball is not good enough. You need to change how you're running the ball. But Shane Waldron wasn't doing that last night. He was ego play calling almost, just refusing to accept that what he wanted to do wasn't working. And you know what? We're going to just keep doing it. We're going to inside zone to the left, inside zone to the left, inside zone to the left. And then we're wasting first down. We're wasting second down over and over and over again. When we get the ball in good field position, and we're wasting first down and we're losing yards. And now it's second and long for our second year quarterback, or our second week quarterback, excuse me, who then is asked to drop back with an offensive line that can't protect. When you can't run the ball, the defensive line and the opposing defense is going to just run, and they're going to try and get after the quarterback. They will tee off every single play because they can. They don't have to worry about the run. So you have to change the way you're going to run. Run some read options. Get Caleb on the move. Fake handoff and roll out. Get some quick completions. Run some slants. There was barely anything attacking over the middle of the field last night. That's how you beat blitzes. Look, I watched Aaron Rodgers destroy my team for basically my entire life, right? I'm 24 years old. What did he do when we had guys like Khalil Mack and Alex Brown and Brian Urlacher and guys blitzing? He'd get the ball out instantly. Snap, play fake, quick slant. Snap, quick screen. Snap, quick out. Why aren't we doing that? Why are we not doing that? Why are we just ego play calling? Why are we just expecting that our line, who's proven tonight that they can't block? Why are we expecting them to be able to block so we can drop back? This game felt eerily similar to 2021 week 3, or week 4 maybe. I think it was week 3 against the Cleveland Browns. Justin Fields' first actual start, where he was sacked 9 times by the Browns. Poor game plan, poor protection. And I think it's time that we start having a discussion about the personnel on the offensive line. Because while I think our strengths are the tackles in Darnell Wright and Braxton Jones had a rough game last night. Will Anderson was beating him on seemingly every single play. Tevin Jenkins had a better game last night than he did in week 1. But this center, Coleman Shelton, And this right guard, Nate Davis, this combo is not working. And I've seen enough in Nate Davis. I've seen enough. The not wanting to practice, the getting injured, the poor effort, the confusion on plays, clearly not knowing what he's supposed to be doing. I've seen enough. And it's time that we either give Karan Amagaji, our third round pick, a chance to go in there and play, or we get on the phone and we call a free agent. Dwayne Brown's out there, Vitai's out there. There's linemen out there that are older, but there's veteran linemen that can help these young guys that can come in here and do a good job and do a better job than what I've been watching these last 2 weeks. That's my biggest gripe with Ryan Poles. And we're seeing it now. And it's starting to get a little bit scary, right? All off season, all these new weapons, we're all excited, right? We got maybe the best receiving core in the league, and two great tight ends, and DeAndre Swift, 1,000-yard rusher, Pro Bowler last year. Oh wait, the offensive line sucks. So none of those weapons actually matter. And we're going to be playing against teams this year that have good defensive lines. And now on film, thanks to last night, every team in the league now knows that if you want to get to Caleb Williams, run a stunt on the defensive line, because our line has no clue how to pick it up. No clue. We get baited into going and double teaming or triple teaming on the right side, and the door is wide open for someone to come right through and flatten Caleb. This kid can't develop when he's running for his life. He can't develop when he's getting hit. I don't want him to get hurt. So I hope that Ryan Poles is evaluating. I hope that Eberflus is evaluating the offensive line. And I hope that there's some tough conversations being had inside Hallis Hall today and the rest of this week about how can we adapt in the game on offense to call better plays to help our rookie quarterback. How can we move the pocket to help our offensive line that is clearly struggling? These things need to be done, and it's week 2. We're 1-1. But if these things continue to happen, we can start having a conversation of, okay, let's start looking at new offensive coordinators. Let's start looking at new offensive line coaches and so on. But I'm not there just yet. But I'm starting to get close. So we'll see. Other than that, special teams look good. Cairo Santos still obviously an elite kicker, one of the best in the league. And Torrey Taylor, I mean, we're probably 0-2 if we don't have Torrey Taylor. And we're probably not in that game at all if we don't have Torrey Taylor. I mean, it's unbelievable how he's punting from inside the back of the end zone, and he's, they're catching the ball at like their 35. Like, that's insane. Or we're punting it at our own like 25 and they're pinned inside their 10. Like that's insane. That's insane. This guy is insane, and I'm so glad that we have him. He's a weapon and he's saving us. And I have faith. I have faith in the offense. They're gonna figure it out. The defense is always ahead of the offense. And luckily, we were able to get out of the game last night injury-free. But the defense isn't going to be able to do this all year. There's going to be games where the offense has to actually do their job. Week 3 on the road in Indianapolis. It's a very winnable game. This is a Colts team that only scored 10 points against a Malik Willis Packers team last week. Gave up a ton of yards running the ball week 1 against Houston and this week against Green Bay. So if we can't run the ball next week, then I'm going to be concerned. Right? And Anthony Richardson's looked pretty rough so far, right? Turning the ball over a lot. This should be the Bears get right game. This should be. And if it's not, then we can start having discussions and concerns. But Bears are 1-1. I'll take it. I'll take it any day of the week. And look, I feel much better after week 2 this year than I did after week two's Tampa Bay loss last year when we were 0-2. So, week 2 can take so much from it. Let me know what you guys think. What did you think of the game? What are your concerns? Where do you place a lot of blame? Is it the coaching staff? Is it the line? Is it Caleb? I don't think there's any blame on Caleb at all. I think he looked fantastic. I guess the only blame I would have is the second pick that he threw to like into triple coverage. Can't have that. The first one was more of like a jump ball contested catch, giving DJ Moore a chance. So I'm not really gonna, you know, give him flack for that. But my one gripe with him was throwing that pick. But we knew that was going to happen. He's a rookie. He's still trying to figure out what he can get away with in this league. So I'm not that does not bother me at all. Um, and again, we're not seeing him turn the ball over late in the game. When they have a chance to go win it, right? Like he wasn't turning the ball over on that final drive. Um, when they could have won it. So, very promising. I think he looked really good last night. Um, but, do you think that he deserves some of the blame? Offensive line, coaching staff, receivers? Where does the blame fall for this loss? I'm curious on what you guys think. And as always, I appreciate you tuning in and listening. Give this video a like, comment down below, subscribe. Really helps out the channel. Let's hit 100 subscribers. We're close. And thanks for hanging out in the den with me. As always, bear down. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.